These 12 wild berries once fed empires, armies, and explorers, and today almost nobody remembers them. Number 1 on our list is the elderberry, a plant so revered that Hippocrates reportedly called the elder tree his medicine chest around 400 BC. Ancient Egyptian, European, and Native American healers prized these dark clusters for treating wounds, colds, and respiratory ailments. Modern science confirms their intuition, revealing that mature elderberries contain more vitamin A and concentrated antioxidants than many common cultivated fruits. However, foraging comes with a non-negotiable safety rule. Raw elderberries contain the toxic glycoside sambunagrin. To safely unlock their benefits, the berries must be heat-treated at 85 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, rendering them entirely harmless. In second place, the bilberry represents one of history's most famous military myths. During World War II, British Ministry information offices claimed RAF pilots ate bilberry jam to sharpen their night vision for bombing raids. In reality, this story hid the development of top-secret airborne radar. While Scandinavian folk medicine long praised the berry for eye health, modern studies show no proof that it improves night vision. Still, the fruit remains highly valuable. Bilberries contain roughly 250 milligrams of protective anthocyanosides per 100 grams. If foraging, look for low-growing shrubs with solitary berries, and avoid brewing the leaves, which contain toxic hydrocyanic acid. Third on our list, sea buckthorn. Bridges ancient legend and modern biochemistry. Traditional lore claims Genghis Khan fed these golden berries to his war horses to boost stamina. While that endurance tale remains legend, the plant's real history is well documented, appearing in 8th century Tibetan medical texts and ancient Greek writings. Modern science explains this historical reverence through its complex chemical profile, which boasts over 190 nutrients. Among these is the rare omega-7 palmitoleic acid, widely researched for its ability to accelerate wound healing. However, foragers should note that raw berries are intensely acidic and cause stomach irritation. Blanching them for 2 minutes easily neutralizes the acid. Number 4 on our list is the cloudberry, often called Arctic gold due to its extreme rarity and high Nordic market value. In the 10th century, Viking sagas recorded these amber fruits growing across frozen bogs. Norse sailors and later polar explorers packed cloudberries in rum, using the alcohol to preserve the fruit on long voyages to prevent scurvy. Modern chemical analyses support this ancient practice, showing that fresh cloudberries contain 120 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams, about 4 times the concentration found in oranges. Foragers must search acidic peat bogs for these solitary berries, washing them thoroughly to remove peat residue before eating. In 5th place, the chokeberry, or aronia. Bridges, ancient native practices and modern botanical science. Long before its contemporary popularity, the Potawatomi and Abenaki peoples brewed chokeberry tea to alleviate colds and fevers. Its agricultural path expanded in the early 1900s, when Russian horticulturist Ivan Mashurin bred cold-tolerant cultivars, spreading the fruit across Eastern Europe. These wild shrubs produce dark, glossy globes packed with beneficial compounds. Today, laboratory analysis confirms this status, ranking the berry as one of the highest antioxidant fruits known. But raw chokeberries are highly astringent due to dense tannin concentrations. Cooking or fermenting them improves digestibility, letting foragers enjoy their rich nutrition safely without making exaggerated health claims. In 6th place, the service berry, also known as the Saskatoon, represents a legacy of survival and endurance. Plains nations, including the Lakota and Blackfoot, dried these sweet purple-black fruits to make pemmican, a concentrated travel food. In 1804, Meriwether Lewis recorded this foodway during a feast with the Lakota Sioux, documenting the berry's role in sustaining long expeditions. Nutritionally, service berries offer distinct advantages over cultivated blueberries, containing roughly 2 milligrams of iron and 3 grams of dietary fiber per 100 grams. While the ripe berries are safe, the leaves contain trace cyanogenic glycosides. This is a berry of endurance built for the trail rather than fresh snacking. In 7th place, the rowan berry sits at the boundary of ancient myth and chemical safety. Norse legends record that a rowan branch saved the god Thor from drowning in a rapid river, inspiring families in Scotland and Scandinavia to plant rowan trees outside their homes to ward off misfortune. While these bright orange clusters contain 30 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams, offering a historic defense against scurvy, they demand cautious preparation. Raw rowan berries contain parasorbic acid, a compound that causes severe indigestion. Boiling the berries for 10 minutes completely neutralizes this risk, transforming the toxic compound into harmless, food-safe sorbic acid. 8th on our list, the sloe berry, or blackthorn, boasts the strongest physical connection to prehistoric humans. When scientists examined the stomach of Otzi the Iceman, a 5,300-year-old mummy found preserved in alpine ice, they discovered intact sloe seeds. Archaeologists have also unearthed dense deposits of sloe pits at Neolithic and Iron Age lake villages across Europe, confirming its role as a vital wild food. But these dark, dusty blue plums are intensely sour and dry when raw. To make them palatable, they require long processing. Historically, this meant stewing them for hours, or beginning in 17th century Britain, steeping them in alcohol to produce traditional sloe gin. 9th on our list, the bearberry, or UVA ursi, serves as a direct bridge between traditional ceremonial practice and formal pharmaceutical history. While earlier entries functioned primarily as wild foods, indigenous nations like the Ojibwe and Lakota mixed bearberry leaves into a sacred smoking blend called kinnikinnick. This botanical usage eventually crossed into Western medicine, with bearberry leaf recognized in the United States Pharmacopoeia from 1919 until its removal in 1936. Modern science explains its therapeutic reputation through the compound arbutin, which filters through the urinary tract to clear bacterial infections. But because high doses of arbutin can damage the kidneys, self-treatment requires strict medical guidance. Number 10 on our list, the Esquizandra berry, bridges ancient Eastern pharmacology with modern stress research. Known in traditional Chinese medicine as WWII, or the five-flavor fruit, this berry simultaneously tastes sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and pungent. First documented in the Shenong Bensao Jing around 200 AD, it was historically prescribed to support kidney and lung function. Today, researchers study its active lignans, called schisandrins, as adaptogens that help regulate stress hormones like cortisol. However, clinical evidence remains preliminary, and high doses can cause gastrointestinal irritation. A modest daily intake of 1 gram in tea is recommended. In 11th place, the barberry represents a powerful transition from ancient mysticism to modern pharmacology. Around 1550 BC, the Egyptian Ebers Papyrus documented a mixture of barberry and fennel seeds to ward off pestilence. By the 19th century, European healers used its alkaloid-rich bark extract as antiseptic eye drops. Today, science isolates this active compound, berberine, proving that 12 weeks of supplementation can lower HbA1c levels by 0.5% and decrease LDL cholesterol by 10%. However, because berberine heavily blocks key liver enzymes, anyone taking anticoagulants or blood sugar medications must avoid self-treatment to prevent dangerous drug interactions. In 12th place, the wintergreen berry, or tea berry, delivers our strongest closing caution about botanical chemistry. Long before industrial synthesis, Appalachian harvesters gathered these wild leaves to extract their potent oil. Indigenous nations, including the Delaware and Penobscot, brewed wintergreen tea as a natural remedy for joint pain and toothaches. Modern analysis shows the plant's active compound is methyl salicylate, a volatile ester closely related to aspirin. Because concentrated wintergreen oil is highly toxic in small doses, foragers must never ingest the essential oil or consume raw leaves in large quantities. Subscribe to Roots and Natural Healing for more forgotten plants, ancestral superfoods, and natural healing content. Across these 12 berries, one truth emerges. Our ancestors' survival relied on deep botanical wisdom. These forgotten fruits prove the boundary between food and medicine was once paper thin. Today, science is finally validating what ancient traditions always knew. Subscribe to Roots and Natural Healing for more forgotten plants, ancestral superfoods, and natural healing content.